Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. I decided to change up the scenery a little bit and maybe use my restroom instead to just film a chit chat, get ready with me. I'm gonna just do what I usually do as we talk, chat, chill. So I'm gonna use my facial water from Ula. Since Illy is at school, I can just film and get ready with me. I tend to not want to film when Illy's home because I want to be present and be with her as much as possible, whatever she may need. So that's why I don't really film that often anymore, because I'm usually with her now, which I'm so happy about. We're gonna use the Huda Beauty Textured Shadow Palette, Rose Gold Edition. I haven't used it yet at all, so I'm excited to use that. Really beautiful colors. Always skincare first, you guys. That's the most important. My Algenist Eye Renewal Balm. This is just the eye cream that will help with moisture and anti-aging. So this one is safe for the lid as well. This week has been a little bit more of a roller coaster for me because Mother Nature week, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit more sensitive than usual with like everything, feelings as well as, you know, emotions are going haywire and just a lot going on for me personally. I'm usually very, because I'm Capricorn, so I'm usually, if you're a Capricorn you would know, but usually we're more closed off, stubborn, independent, strong. Using my Caudalie. This is the Vino Source Cream Sorbet Moisturizer. I like to mix it with my Estee Lauder SPF 50, just so I have sunscreen every day, because that's the #1 anti-aging benefit, which is sunscreen, you guys. I cannot stress that enough. So since my Sorbet Hydrating Moisturizer doesn't have sunscreen, I like to mix it to make sure I get the SPF I need. As I was saying, I got sick like literally the last day of my Disneyland trip. So somehow I got a fever, and then somehow I got a strep throat. And then when I came back to the city, I had to go see my doctor, and she prescribed me some antibiotics, and that really helped a lot. So my throat's all better now, but it was so painful during that like healing process before I even got my appointment, because you know how it goes when you have a doctor, and it's hard to get a hold of appointments because, you know, there's so many appointments, but there's only one doctor, you know. They have so many clients. Make sure you use the neck so it's nice and moisturized too, and sunscreen protected. I don't have much planned today. Just pick up Illy from school later and maybe take her to the park, walk Gizmo maybe. Oh, that's another thing, Gizmo. Poor Gizmo. If you guys follow me on my vlog channel, I'll link it here if you don't know. But Gizmo is my 11-year-old Pomeranian. He's turning 12 this year. He's been having some teeth issues because, let's just be honest, I haven't really been taking care of his teeth really good. So his teeth is kind of like building up tar, and because of that he's been losing a couple of teeth. And since he's old, and that also happens too of age, I'm gonna do my brows using Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. I've been into a light brow lately, so I've been doing this where I use a brow gel and a brow wiz. So basically he's been kind of like, his gums been kind of bleeding, and I got so worried the other night because he was bleeding, or at least Jules took him to the emergency vet because it was like middle of the night at like 12 a.m. and I had to stay behind with Illy because she was sleeping. So the veterinarian basically said that it's his teeth. Because I recently tried to start brushing it, and I guess it's because it's so sensitive, because he hasn't really got like a usual daily brushing, which they should have. And I admit that was my fault that we haven't done that. We didn't keep up with it. We did it once in a while, but we should be doing it every day. So I think that what they said, that triggered his harder plaque to come off, like when I brushed it. So that made it more sensitive, and that's why he started bleeding, which is natural when it comes to that because it's sensitive. If you think about it, our teeth, when it's sensitive too, when we brush it, sometimes it bleeds our gums because maybe we put too much pressure, or it's been a while since you like brush really good. That's what they said. I was really worried, and they prescribed him some antibiotics, so that's gonna help with the bacteria buildup that's in his mouth. That's for the teeth, and it'll just help a little bit for him. This is the brow wiz in dark brown. I should be using ebony because my hair is so dark, but it's okay. I can always deepen it with dark eyeshadow. And I'm just lining the lower part of it first to give myself that guideline. I've been really digging this way of doing my brows lately. It's been really handy. Anyways, I was saying Gizmo, so he's doing a lot better. He's still bleeding here and there. Whenever I see a little bit of blood in his bowl of water, I change it out right away. I did order him a few new like treats that are softer, since the veterinarian said that we should give him softer treats and food. And what I've been doing is just soaking his kibbles in water so it's more mushier before I give it to him, so it's easier for him to eat. He's still fine. He's very active, still very playful, happy. I'm just worried personally, that's all. So I'm just monitoring him more closely with his teeth situation. The vet said take a break from brushing his teeth for now, just so he can heal, and then you can slowly, gradually get back into it later on. Just don't rush it, just go in his pace. I'm like, okay, I will do that. If you guys follow me on the vlog, you know that there's the sad news of Jules' mom passing, which is my mother-in-law. It happened last month, and it was still to this very day, I'm still very sad about it, and I'm still personally in some way grieving. I feel like my husband's taking it a lot better than I am personally. So I just been feeling like my feelings are kind of everywhere. Priming my face now with Cover FX mattifying primer is one of my favorites. It has 1% salicylic to help prevent acne, and it's been really helpful. This helps with redness as well. So as I was saying, yeah, with his mom, I just been really trying to stay positive in my mind as much as possible. My parents are currently in China right now because they went for the Chinese New Year's. They are not back yet, because with them, they tend to go there for a longer while. I'm using Marc Jacobs foundation, Remarkable foundation, shade 34 medium beige. If you guys seen the review for this, I did a first impression video. They're just over there. So when I gave them the sad news of my mother-in-law, all they could tell me was to be strong and not to linger, because what happened has happened, and to not be overly sad, because I need to support my husband and be there for him, which I totally understand. But at the same time, it's like I have feelings too, you know. In some way, I feel like they're telling me to be a robot and don't embrace your feelings, but instead numb them out and be there for your husband, because they're very traditional. And you know, obviously the male Chinese traditions, they're all about the husband. They're the, you know, the bread maker, and the wife is supposed to stay home and be domesticated and just support them, and you're not supposed to really get any feelings because you're not really allowed to have feelings like that. And I'm just like, first of all, I'm not born in China. I'm born here in America, so I'm American born Chinese, so I'm more like adapted to the culture here, you know? And it's not that easy for me to just numb my feelings. I mean, like, I've been doing pretty good for my feelings throughout the years, you know? Because I am a Capricorn, I stay independent and strong about it. And I try not to embrace my emotional side. That's also another thing that my husband Jules tend to really changed me for the better by embracing my feelings. He really taught me how to become human again and not just be a stone cold person, because I feel like I was raised that way from my parents, and that's just how they raised us, me, my brother, and my sister, to not really embrace feelings and just be cold. That's just a typical traditional way for Chinese people. If you guys didn't know, we tend to have to numb our feelings and not express it, which is really difficult, because I've already opened that can of worm when Jules softened me up, and I appreciate that. So he doesn't mind me at all embracing my feelings, of course, because he's my husband, you know? He knows. He'd rather me express it now than later on. I feel like I didn't get a moment to myself to really understand how I feel, because you don't know how you feel. No one can tell you how you feel besides yourself. Let's be honest. That's just how it is. If you can't conquer it on your own terms, you can't really conquer anything. That's how I personally feel. Now I'm using my concealer. I just put in this jar. This is the Miracle Skin Concealer. I love this stuff. And this is in shade Light. Or Natural. I forgot what it's called. I'm just using a flat foundation brush, by the way. I'm just applying it to the highest points of my face to conceal and brighten. But yeah, long story short, basically they're there, and I feel like I would appreciate it if they were here, because they've been gone for so long now. But at the same time, it's like I'm caught between a rock and a hard place, because they don't expect me to be so vulnerable. They taught me to be more stronger than that, and it's hard for me because I don't live with my parents anymore, so I'm not 24/7 under their watch. Have finally embraced life itself and everything that comes with life, and yeah, that's basically what I'm dealing with personally. I just want to make sure I'm okay first, so I can be okay enough to be that backbone for my family, you know. I've always felt the motherly vibe, the need to satisfy everyone, like to make sure everyone's okay around me before I'm okay. But this time around, when it's something so big like this, I feel like I need to be okay before I can make sure everyone else is okay, because last thing I want is that I'm not okay but I'm pretending that I'm okay, and it would just fool everyone, which I don't like, to be dishonest. That's one thing about me. I'm always 100% honest. I don't know how to lie. I really don't. I'm not good at lying. You can tell from a mile away if I'm lying. I'm so bad with excuses. I'm just usually straight up forward and blunt with everything. I just state it the way it is, what I see it is, and I will let you know. If you ask me for my opinion, I'll give it to you, and if you don't, I won't tell you anything, because I feel like it's not my place to say anything unless you want my opinion. I basically made a small little girls trip for me and my friend, my really good friend Sabrina. Hey Sabrina, if you're watching, I really appreciate that me and her gotten so close throughout the years since I left Sephora and since she left SF. We still kept in contact, and she really has been there for me throughout this whole situation. And just me, whenever I go down to Disneyland, she always make time for me and my family, and I really appreciate it because my daughter loves her, like adores her to death. You guys, if you guys follow my vlog, she was in one of my vlogs. She was the one making the ice cream cone candy with her, with Illy. It's just gonna be me and her for this trip. My daughter's gonna stay, my husband's gonna stay because he has to run the restaurant, and Illy has school, and I just need a little small getaway. It's literally gonna be for like 2 to 3 days, and I'll be right back. Just so I can revive myself and gather my thoughts and be prepared for anything that may be needed from me to my family. Okay, so I'm gonna set my under eye and everywhere I apply concealer. I'm using this MAC Prep and Prime translucent transparent finishing powder. I love the packaging of this. So cute. I'm just patting with a powder puff. Powder puffs tends to, I feel like, puts more. That's why, hence it's called powder puff. So it can bake for me as well, because I tend to be oily in those spots. I hope you guys are okay with this scenery. I hope I'm not too echoey. I love my bathroom. This is like my sanctuary because I put so much effort into this restroom renovation. If you guys follow me on the vlog, it shows you what I chose and what went into this bathroom, because it was a small, tiny little one sink bathroom. Powering on. Ooh, scared. Okay, I'm now using my MAC loose finishing SPF 15 powder. It's a foundation powder. This is an old one. I just want to use it up. This is in shade light medium. It's a little bit dark for me. I'm in shade light because I'm so fair all the time, but that's okay. It's spring and summer. It's okay with a little bit darker. I'm using this MAC 150 brush, fluffy. What was I saying? I got distracted. So now I'm just gonna dust off the bakage with the same fluffy brush, just so it doesn't leave a white cast too much, because it has the residue of the foundation powder I just placed, so it won't be as white. Now I am going to do our eyeshadow. Apply an eye primer. The one I want to use today is my Air Patrol by Benefit. I really like this one just because it makes everything stay on really long, and I love this cushiony applicator because it's so soft. I don't technically use it like rubbing it in or anything, but it just feels nice on the eye. It's weird texture feeling I like, and it's cool to the touch, so it's really nice on the eye. We're gonna rub it in with our finger or tap it in. That's kind of an update on what's going on in my life. Illy's been doing really good in her curricular activities. We missed a couple of classes of tennis because it's been raining before, and also because we were on vacation, so hopefully her teacher doesn't mind, her coach. But we'll be going again probably next Monday because we missed this Monday too. Okay, I am gonna start off with Bay, which is this matte cream white shade, just neutralize my eye area using mainly neutral colors. I'm not gonna use any of the shimmer today because I'm not really going anywhere. I don't want to be overly done. Now I am taking a fluffy brush. This is the Sephora Pro number 27 blending brush. It reminds me very much of the MAC 217, is it? Very similar to MAC 217, just different color bristles, because the Sephora one's synthetic and then The MAC one is not. I mean, now it is. All the brushes I believe are synthetic from MAC. So if you guys are cruelty-free lovers and vegan, you can now go get them. Okay, I'm gonna take the color in Shy, which is this peachy, pinkish color here. It's matte as well, which I like matte colors. I love the layout of this color palette. It's very pretty. I'm gonna apply this to, let's see, let's do the corners of my eyes, shall we? I'm gonna look down to my mirror just so I can see the shape better. I know a lot of people have been buying from the Sephora VIB sale, but honestly I don't really need anything. I did, however, bought a new fragrance for my husband for his birthday because, okay, traditionally in Chinese families, in Chinese tradition, when there's a passing in the family, you're not supposed to celebrate anything, as in like birthdays, New Year, whatever occasion it may be. So we're not really gonna really celebrate his birthday this year because it happened just at first, and his birthday is in like a week and a half. So I'm just gonna give him a gift, that's it. I already gave him his birthday gift early this year, so at least I got that out the way. But this fragrance is just something small because he's been wanting it and he ran out a while ago, which is the YSL fragrance. So I got him a refill. I got him a jumbo size one that they sell online. He doesn't know that yet, but I'll give it to him later when it's his birthday, I guess. I'm not gonna physically say it's his birthday, like happy birthday, because I'm not supposed to do that either. Also, another thing, we're not supposed to wear any type of jewelry. That's why hence I don't have any of my wedding rings, my bands, my necklaces. I double checked with my mother. It is okay for me to wear my jades, so I am still wearing my bracelet, my necklace jade. That's okay, because nothing flashy, gold shimmer, silvers. They said that's okay. So many rules, right? This is my first time using this palette. It's very smooth and creamy. They glide very easily. I did purchase the kit. Is it kit? The set from the KKW with Mario Dedivonic collection. I managed to get that. I'm just waiting for it to come. It's taking a while. Patience, you know? Okay, I'm just using a clean brush and just buffing that out more so it's not so harsh. This is the Morphe M513 brush. This is just getting blown out a little bit more softer, that's all. Okay. Now I am going to apply, I'm using this Smashbox Shimmer and Matte eyeshadow brush that comes from one of the palettes. I think I am gonna take Sandalwood, which is this color in the corner here. Also kind of a nudish color. And we'll take the shimmer side of the eyeshadow brush. I'm just gonna run it to the lid. I'm definitely turning into an eyeshadow palette collector. I used to be like more of a blush collector, but now I'm more into eyeshadows because there's so many eyeshadow palettes now. Back in the day it's all about like single shadows, but now it's all about palettes. So I'm like stocking up on all these limited edition palettes, and palettes are really good that I hear on social media. I'm gonna go with something deeper in between the two colors because I feel like it's like one blob right now. I'm gonna take the color in Cocoa, that color right here. Cocoa. And back to the Morphe M513 brush, which is more of a dome shaped blender brush. And I'm gonna apply this just to the corners to deepen. For all my ladies out there who, you know, whenever your Mother Nature comes, don't you feel extra like tired and groggy? I look and feel extra tired and groggy. I feel like sleep is not enough. I feel like I need to sleep more. But then again, I always love sleep, but I feel like I need to sleep more than average. I'm the type where I've always loved sleep more than food. I'd rather sleep than eat. I would skip a meal for sleep, to be honest. That's just me though. Everyone's different. Man, this color is pretty deep. Okay, I'm bringing it more in. At first I was like, okay, let's keep it kind of light, but you know how that happens. It just turns dark for no reason. Oh well. I'm gonna buff it out a little bit more with the number 27 Pro from Sephora. Whenever these sales happen, I always suggest to my clients, stock up on your brushes, because tools, I feel like it's most important, and tools never go on sale except for the really bad ones. And you can always get any type of like eyeshadows or makeup, you know. Tools are hard to come by, the good ones. And I must admit, Sephora tools aren't bad. I like them, especially their skincare line, like their wet cream brushes. Like something like this. This is the Pro number 50. Really great for foundation. I use this for BB cream as well. Blends into the skin seamlessly. Makes it look so good. I always recommend those. If you have to though, Real Technique brushes are bomb. All of the brushes are really bomb. Also the complexion brushes too are really bomb. Now I'm gonna also do the same to the lower lash line. I'm gonna apply a little bit in my inner tear duct just for a little bit of a glow. So I'm gonna take this color Moon Dust. Taking this Morphe 210 brush, I'm gonna run it right in the inner tear duct here. It's like a golden inner corner highlight. You know what I wish I had in this bathroom, but there's no way to get that. It's a skylight. There's no way to do that because we're technically under the upstairs living room, so there's no way we can see like the skylight. I feel like I should put a little bit something in the inner like center maybe. Would that be weird? I'm gonna take my MSF by MAC Semi Precious Rose Quartz. This guy here looks like that. I'm gonna take the middle of the seashell looking color. I'm gonna place that right in the center of my eye. I feel like it's missing something. Right here. Ooh, this is pretty. This will be really pretty with Fix Plus, but I'm too lazy to go get it. Apply a little bit of eyeliner, pencil liner. I'm using this MAC Feline Gold sometimes. I wish I had way more fluffier lashes, but I refuse to go and get those extensions that everybody be getting because I know how damaging it is for your natural lashes, and I really don't want to do that to my lashes. And plus, I tend to touch my eyes a lot, or should I say rub them a lot, which I shouldn't. So I would not be good with eyelash extensions where I'm just keep on touching them. They'll all come off. Too weird for me to put on any eyeshadow, eye makeup without having to be able to touch and remove. I don't know how people do it with like a Q-tip. I don't have the patience for that. Do what they do. I'm gonna take this black truffle, which is a matte black shadow from the palette. Just gonna set that liner in place. I love how this palette doesn't have a lot of fallout at all, which is very impressive how pigmented this palette is. No wonder everyone loves it. Way to go, Huda Beauty. I'm trying to get a new phone. I'm trying to get the S8. I know everyone loved the S8, no, S9, sorry, the S9, a new one. So I'm trying to get the S9, not the S9 Plus, just because I don't like it so big. That's what she said. No, I don't like it so big because my hands are small and I'm tired of not being able to reach the keyboard. So I want to touch them and felt them over at the store the other day. And yeah, I think I'm gonna get the S9 because it's time for me to get a new phone because my phone's kind of old. So my husband tells me it's really old because I have the Galaxy Note 5. I mean, it still works, it's just, it looks janky as heck. I'm gonna use that same blush. Oh wait, I didn't apply a brow bone highlight, that's why. Now, why does it look so weird? The brow bone highlight. Let's go in with the same color Bay again, which is that bright creamy color we used in the beginning. So apply a little bit heavier hand to the brows. Let's just help erase anything that's too much. Now we are going to apply mascara. This is, oh, what is this? Lancome Hypno Star. I like to look down at a mirror just so I can see my little tiny lashes where they are. And this prevents me from getting any mascara to my eyeshadow lid because I don't want to ruin it. Okay, last but not least, I'm gonna be contouring our cheekbones. My battery's dying, so I gotta hurry this up a little bit. I'm gonna use my MAC MSF in Give Me Sun right there, using this MAC 140 SES brush. Came with the Whisper of Guilt collection for the holidays. We're just gonna do that quick small bronzy look. I know like a lot of you guys are gonna be like, why aren't you applying any highlight? The blush I used earlier, the mineralized one, actually has a little bit of shimmer. Don't want too much of a highlight. I am, however, gonna line my inner rim a little bit because it looks kind of weird without it. I have a gap. Feline Kohl is my favorite. It's so smooth and easy to apply. I haven't applied Waterline Smoky in so long, you guys. So long. Okay, now lips is the last step. Taking this MAC Soar lip liner, we're gonna line our lips. Lips are lined. And I'm doing something simple for the lips. I'm wearing this Patent Polish lip pencil from MAC called Clever. Like a hydrating big jumbo lip pencil, kind of like the chubby sticks from Clinique for the lips. So it gives that nice sheen. That's it for my get ready with me chit chat video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for sticking around if you're still here at the end of the video and just listening to me and chatting with me, guys. I really appreciate it. Or even just clicking my video in general. I'm just putting a little bit more highlight. Okay, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.